paper. I'll lay the first obstacle.
Chris, you ready to go?
Yeah, I think so. Are you ready, John?
I am. All right, so system
Here we go.
phase. I'm not range 2 of Echo.
Did you really do that to actually check, you crazy man?
I did. And we're going to move the A-Wings here. They're just going to focus.
All right. Barrel right.
Okay.
Barrel right. Cloak.
All right. Echo's over there cloaked. Pointed the wrong direction, but I'm okay with that.
I didn't point her the wrong direction. I did.
Dash is going to move up here. He's going to ignore that debris cloud because that's what Dash does.
That's what Dash does. I'm just going to
Focus.
Green one has a focus token if it matters. Definitely doesn't. Okay.
Hair's going to move up here. Yeah, nothing matters. We're not in range. So. Here. So now in the systems phase, Echo has to decloak. And also listening device is an upgrade on your ship. So I think you flip your dial at Echo's initiative. Not that it really matters.
So I do it now, you're saying?
Well, you would if you were range 2 a Dash.
All right. Well, yeah.
But you do need to decloak.
Decloak forward to the right.
Okay. Where you going, Echo?
Maybe off the board.
Sweet.
Let's hope not.
There's your evade.
That was not what I intended. So hard. It's so much harder to do her on this than it is in like everything else. Oh well, we'll hope. We'll see.
Phoenix Squad's going to come up here and boost. Yellow. We'll do the same.
All right.
And on to you. I don't believe you're going to get close enough. Oh no, you're going to get close enough.
All right. Getting passive sensors with green. Move. Passive sensors with yellow. Red. That's right. I probably flew Echo off the board, so there's that as a bonus.
Sweet.
But you don't have to decloak him.
I know. It was a mistake. Mistakes were made.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I'm
on the board by a mile, or
kind
2
of
millimeters
good,
at least. Yeah,
2 millimeters it is. All right. Woohoo! It's like crazy town. What you're saying I was going to be off the board, John. Jeez, that was crazy talk. Yeah, we're gonna cloak just because fucking crazy shit might happen.
All
Just
right,
in
you're
case.
good Well, Dash is not going across the board, so you're good.
Yeah.
No, Dash
Just
is
in case.
doing a 1 straight over here,
Yeah.
and he's going to focus out here. That's fine. And then Hera goes 5 straight.
Stays for
And
support.
Hera's going to do a focus to red boost here, so that we're fine.
All right.
So Hera's got no shot out here.
All right.
Dash, I believe, has no shot back here because we're out of range.
So red's gonna attempt a shot for the lock first. No lock was found.
fence.
So gonna just quickly take a lock. Here, yellow's gonna do the same thing. All right.
Oh,
Doesn't
Phoenix
have a lock
Squadron
either.
is slowly
So
unclenching.
gonna take a lock right here. And green. Gonna take a lock as well.
Oh my god, you have both of them? That's awesome. And it's unobstructed.
Yeah.
Both of those
Well,
are
not
unobstructed.
necessarily. Yeah, I was saying not necessarily, but yeah. All right, so we'll go right there. I guess it really doesn't matter if I go for Hera, if I go for her. So you know what? We'll go for Hera. Why would I not? So okay. Far front. I'll take Hera unobstructed at range 3.
I mean, it's not like Hera's gonna just pass the focus away anyway. So
I know, right? It doesn't matter. So yeah.
Yeah.
Initially,
Well,
you think that, and then you're like, wait a second, that's crazy talk. Don't even bother. All right. That used the lock. And hit crit.
All right. Got 4 dice for range.
Did you remove it? Okay, you did. Okay.
Yeah. I rolled 2 evades. No problem.
All right, so you're plenty. Yeah. Figured we'd be fine, but hey, never hurts.
Down to the ones, no shots. Okay.
all right. So how much did Dash really come down? And how much did Hera come down?
Hera
well,
went up.
So Hera went up by like 6 points.
Okay.
Dash came down about 16 total, I think, between the title and the pilot. If I saw that right. It was a lot.
Yeah. Guess who else came down? That somebody ran. It's only 3 points, but Fenrir came down. They lowered on 3 points. Like, are you sure you guys don't want to take a 47-point attack shuttle? Are you sure? It seems pretty good, but it's not. It's not good at all.
Oh,
Like-
the shuttle?
Yeah,
Fenrir
like
came down? Nice.
yeah. Because remember, Charles ran the Sheathapede shuttle in our tournament last weekend,
Yep.
and I was happy to see him put it on the board. But at 50 points, once it gets ghosted, it's gone. It's just done and over with. You know.
Well, it's Fenrir. He picked the most expensive one, too. I mean, let's be fair. AP5 I've seen because he's cheap, but that's just too many points. Too many points.
That's what I say. It's funny. You'd think Fenrir would have come down, right? He should those attack shuttles should. He should not be more than Ezra Bridger. I don't care what anyone says. Ezra Bridger gets a forest.
That's true.
You know, like it's stupid. It's stupid expensive. So you said Hera went up 8 points.
6
No.
points, I think.
6 points. Okay.
Oh,
'Cause
okay,
she
did
in
go
here
up.
she says she's
Yeah.
48.
It is. She is 48 now. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, now the Hera A-Wing
I'm
and
ready when you
B-Wing
are.
are the exact same cost.
Yeah.
You just get to choose. Do you want health or green dice? I'm good here.
And maneuverability. I mean, come on, man.
Nothing. So decloaking, pilot left, back.
Maneuverability counts for something, but I mean, it's a B-Wing. You just point it at what you want to die.
But then it doesn't live as long as the other. I was kind of surprised Jake didn't go up in price either. They brought Luke down. Are you excited by that?
Luke X-Wing?
Yep.
Ooh. Okay.
Luke's at 60 now.
Was that 1 point?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't. I guess
one
I don't
for
have
John.
what they were before.
Okay.
I don't know where to. I have to look and see where that is.
So red's going to focus boost Yeah, that's fine. Yellow.
I like that vector cannons went down.
Yeah, to free. Well, you aren't going to see much of it anyway, so
It needed to be free.
it did.
don't know.
C3PO went down.
That's probably good. You had to spend a calculate to use his ability now, so
Jin went up. Not surprising, but
Jin,
little
yeah, up to
Jin
4
or
or
so.
something like that.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Still-
3 now.
Still well
Went
worth
up
it.
1 point. Bistain went down 2 points, but then they remove all these slots, right?
Yeah, so you can still use him on a Falcon or something, which probably is good.
Yeah, that's
Not
still
the
good. But
M1. Yeah, never mind. We'll do it anyways.
But yeah, he was super good on dash, and losing him there is sad.
Is it focus into this? Or... Yeah, focus.
Focus
I know you
barrel
wiped the table with your
Focus barrel
that
roll
list.
right for stress. So I
Okay.
didn't get a token yet, but I will get a token. All right.
Focus roll, cool.
And then run. Passive sensors. All right.
All right. Where you going, Echo?
Oh, Echo. Duh, that's right. Forget Echo moves too. So
Echo.
and passive sensors.
Okay.
You have a token out there, don't you? Oh no, that's
I
the
do.
informant.
Evade.
Yeah,
And
informant.
informant. Yeah.
All
A little
right,
bit of
so
everything there.
dash over here. Dash
Maybe.
is
You want to know what's really sad too? They upped
So
the
you
price of
shouldn't have
Fifth
two of
Brother.
them. You should only have one, right?
No, in Imperial. In the V1. 44 now instead of 42.
Oh, yeah, that's good. He was
Disagree. I don't think he broke the game.
I don't think he broke the game either, but still. All right.
okay.
Which is funny that are you running Storm? You're running Tempest. Tempest didn't go down. I was kind of surprised by that. I thought that they might have lowered some of
I
those
mean,
lower initiative
they're
ones
okay.
down.
They're not the best ships in the whole game. But
Kessel is down to 29 points. That's pretty good, actually. Vader's down to 112. That's exciting to me.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, the defender down. I like that. All right, we're gonna go at green here.
Okay.
Range 2, unobstructed.
What was Delta Squadron before?
68 or 9.
Shouldn't have two focus tokens, right? You should only have one.
Yeah, he's only got one, right?
Oh, okay. Well, there's two of them on here. That's
Oh.
why I was just double checking.
Weird. Okay.
All right, so just one of them. I just didn't know if there was something I was missing that like kept him, allowed him to have it. There's no one.
Yep. All right, so no hit on Hera dash.
Oh,
We do
we
have
a
the
shot.
range 3.
Yep.
So it's going to be a 4-on-4.
Alrighty, nighty then.
And, well, 1 critical.
All right.
Why couldn't you roll like that on Sunday?
I don't know.
1 of 8. I don't know. That's those are pretty dog shit dice. Let's be fair.
An Echo.
So, yep. Echo is going to go for the unobstructed on red. You want to throw his,
Alrighty.
his out
Range
maneuver
2.
should be active. So, and we're going to take the lock first, obviously. Sorry, got to do that.
Get your luck. Get your luck, man.
All right.
Man, I do love these Phantoms. I think the Phantoms are one of the best ships.
All right. Yeah, I like.
So what was Soontir before? He's now 53. What was he before this?
Use a lot.
54.
Use 2
I think
blanks.
he's-
Oh, so he only went down 1 point. Oh, who
Yeah.
All right. Fifth brother for 2 crits.
Okay. On red, gets 2 dice for outmaneuver, 2 blanks.
Oof.
Yeah. Shields. There we go.
All right.
Um,
Yeah. Okay. So my 2s. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna do range 1 onto yellow.
Okay. No, you get 3 dice because you got no lock.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Range 1. So I'll get the extra. Okay.
8.
Nothing. Cool. All right. So
Average for greens. All right.
gonna. I'm sure she has Hera, so gonna take a lock on Hera.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna use it at this rate in time, so I'm not gonna bother throwing a token out just yet. Yep.
Roll it
so I'm
again.
gonna use that lock. Man, we both have dog shit dice.
2.
2
Okay.
hits.
You're pretty average. 2 of
Yeah.
8s. There you go.
That's
all the
pretty
twos.
average. Was 3? Well, I guess that was. I don't know. The first one, it is what it is.
They're
Not the
just
best.
dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's all your 2s. Now down
Yep,
to the ones.
your ones when you're ready.
So let's see what red has here. We've got obstructed shots only. Take a range 2 on red.
All right.
Down to here. And spend his focus for 2 hits.
All right. Takes
Cool.
2.
2 on
Night Beast
red.
went down 2 points.
Which ones?
Night Beast in the TIE Fighter.
Oh, well.
That's the
okay.
one with the free evade if you do a blue maneuver.
Yeah.
Imagine
Why are
if
you
said that.
laughing?
It's not
Why
bad
are
enough,
you
huh?
fucking laughing?
not a
I
very good
love
ship.
Night Beast.
Like it should be cheap. All right, we'll take the
I
range
love Night
1.
Beast.
Range 1 on green from yellow here.
Oh, okay.
And hit crit.
All right.
So 1 shield.
Takes
there.
the 1 on green.
And what color? Green.
All right. Green. Yep.
Okay. So I'm sorry, John. Well, I don't understand why you're laughing at that. I like it. I think that's hilarious.
It's a neat ability, but it should be
Cloak
priced
on him.
very close to the generics.
It is. It's 1 point up from an academy.
And that's appropriate now.
Okay. I like Night Beast. I run Night Beast. If I need a filler ship in Empire, I run Night Beast.
Yeah.
They lowered Rampage, the Onyx, and the oh my god, I gotta hold on. I'm gonna have to list build this. That's crazy. Why'd they lower the TIE Brutes? I didn't think that would be coming.
So they weren't getting any play.
Yeah, I know,
They just
but
aren't.
I don't know.
They're not. I don't know what to say. They're not getting any play, so they lowered the points.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna see what I can build with it. Here we go. You ready?
We're on the edge of our seats, Chris.
So yep. So the free calc. So which do you think is better? The reduce your difficulty or the free
It's always
calculate?
a free calculate.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Sync laser cannon went up in price. And I still can't run them because they upped it. Doesn't matter. I still can't run 5 of them with sync laser cannon.
Oh. That's probably good.
No, it's not. God damn it. Give it back to me. Give it to me. That's what I want. Now I can run 5 of them with targeting assist and heavy laser cannon or auto blasters. Why'd they up auto blasters? Really?
Because auto blasters were getting way too much play.
No.
Auto blasters were
Yes.
very good. And
I mean,
very
cartel
annoying to play
spacers.
against. Yeah.
Those freaking whatever A to 2 Actuses. Yeah, those two.
Well,
I'm
they
ready to
removed the
go.
cannon, so why up
Yeah.
the price?
Are you ready as well, John?
I am good here. Yep.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna decloak left, back. All right.
I don't know. I'm not happy with that. I like that the configs are down though. I do think that's
Yeah, that's kind of interesting that they lowered the configurations. I kind of like that.
and
for
they
sure.
lowered rack too. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
I'm a little surprised by that. That I'm kind of surprised by. Hey, guess what else is free? The TIE Elite Defender title or configuration. Because you know you want to run that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody does.
That's another one of those. It's like it should be free because it is so bad. Oh no.
Ooh. That's probably not what you intended
So
to do.
Protector Gleb had a
At least that's good.
4-point increase.
All right.
Holy crap,
It needed it.
man. Hey, guess what's down? ISB Slicer. Ooh, I wonder if my weird BS list. Remember, Matt, I had that Commander Goron bump list with those Reapers.
Yeah, I remember.
It was stupid. It didn't work.
Dumb, but it was crazy.
It was
But it
hilarious.
was
Okay, hold
interesting,
on.
though.
ISB Slicer is 1 point now. What else did I have? I don't remember what else I had on there. But 3 of those, and then we're gonna put Commander Goron in here.
Passive sensors.
Okay.
I did not have passive sensors in there.
Oops. Dash first. And we'll go.
Yep, you still can't run that. So you can't run 4 ISB slicers on the Reaper Taiwan or 1 initiatives and Commander Goron. You still can't do
Yeah,
that.
well, too bad. Still could have been good.
That would have been hilarious. I'm 3 points
Yeah.
off. You can put Nash. There you go. Oh no, I can't put Nash. Because remember, that was like my whole goal was to like play some weird crap, you know. Discipline's up 1 point,
7,000.
whatever. Did you see they lowered the title for the
Yeah, it's getting
Lambda?
Flack. All right. Oof.
I'm getting flack.
That was close.
No. Sorry, Red's catching some flack. The Red. Red pilot. That is very close, John.
Very close, yeah.
I thought for sure you were on it, but you were like breathing on rocks is what you're doing there.
In fairness, if you zoom in, it looks like you're on it.
Yeah, it
No.
does. Yeah. I mean, it looks like you're
That's how
nubbing
close
stuff,
it
right?
is.
Like 2 pixels.
Yeah, okay. If we
Yep,
were
so tons
playing
of
an
space.
in-person game,
Tons of space.
you'd be out.
But it's all good. You can barrel roll, so it's fine.
All right. So
Ooh, IGs are down. IG 88s are down. I'm excited by that.
Yeah, IG's went down. Yep. Sure did.
here's the thing. You probably just go for Hera, right?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Depends.
Maybe.
Depends. I mean, is she going to take a focus? Because she's going to run through a rock next time if she doesn't.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it's you either take a barrel roll or you run through a rock. So barrel roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna roll here.
I mean, that's up to you. So
Roll
know
into
how it
there. Red boost. Yeah, might as well red boost.
there you go. Okay.
I wish they had the full-on interceptors, auto thrusters, but that's what we get.
All right, buddy. You are
So-
up when you are ready.
No
She
shot for
obviously doesn't
Hera.
have a shot. She does.
We've got
He
the
does,
range
yeah.
2 on red here. We got the lock.
Yep.
So Dash gets his big shot.
4 on 3, baby. 4 on 3. Big swing. And it's a good size
And we'll
swing.
Spend that lock on those 2.
Yep.
And 3 hits.
3.
Yeah, baby.
Not bad. All right, let's see what we get here.
Oof.
Oh, takes all 3
Ghosted. All
and
right.
literally dies. So there you go. Gotta love my.
I didn't take the focus, thinking maybe I can get rid of a shot here. So, all
Yeah, you definitely did, buddy. You definitely did.
right, this yellow lock is still on this asteroid, right?
Yep, not on a person. All right, now it's
the Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna take the lock here because, you know, why not? Give it a shot. Let's see.
It's
here.
yellow. Yellow's
Should be in
undamaged.
range. Yep. Okay. It's the undamaged one, right? Yeah, it is. Okay.
They lowered Cad Salas.
Range.
No one's gonna play you.
unexpected.
No one's gonna play you. Nobody likes
Who aren't they player?
Cad Salas.
CAD. Yeah, nobody wants to play CAD.
You put Cad at 47 points. There you go. Then we'll play him. I'm happy they
There you
lowered
go.
Boba though.
Yeah, well, I mean. Oy. All right, we're just gonna use the lock for all of them.
I'm sad they have not changed the
And
keyword for
Brother
Boba
Crit, I
to
guess.
Mandalorian.
probably shouldn't do that, but whatever.
Well, he's not a Mandalorian, right?
Yes and no.
Boba is technically not a Mandalorian.
He's not
He's a clone
technically.
of not a Mandalorian, right?
A clone of a Mandalorian. Yeah.
Django is not a Mandalorian, right?
No.
Django was Mandalorian. Yeah. He had his armor. His armor was legit. Green's taking the lock on Dash, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Pretty sure Jango Fett was a.
I'll look it up in a minute. How about that?
I was gonna say he had the armor, Beskar at least. I mean, he may not have been, but he may have been. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 at range 1.
All right, so it was 2 shields off yellow there from that attack.
Yeah,
Yep.
I saw that.
Okay. Then we've got
I
green
am
making
paying
a range 1
attention.
here.
Come on.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I haven't hit anything. That don't matter. Who cares?
So,
All
there's
right.
your lock.
So use the lock there. That hit.
There you go.
Thing.
There's some
Yeah.
hits.
There you go.
They're dice. They do things. 4
They
shields.
do. Nice. They do things. Doesn't matter.
Alrighty, yellow.
I'm totally not worried. All right. Your shot on the 1 there. Would assume you're going to roll at Echo there.
Yeah, we got a
So
range.
here it
1
is, Chris. We'll find out if your stealth device is worth a damn.
It always is. I don't care what John says. Oh my
Oh,
god,
is it?
not when he rolls like that.
That's the way he rolls, baby. Oh,
All right, well-
there we go. So do I keep it? Do I keep it?
No. It's oh, never mind. I'm gonna shut up. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't. All right, takes the damage.
Okay. Takes the damage. Goodbye stealth device.
Yep.
1
I already
shield down.
turned it off.
Echo. Good.
Yep.
But yeah, you get to recloak then.
Oh wait, oop! I have to. Yellow gets to go. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he gets to acquire a lock.
Yeah.
I
This
like
time he's actually going to acquire a lock on a real ship
it. Okay.
because I'm sure he's in range. He is.
Yep.
All right, there you go. He's on yellow now. So you're set. Okay.
Let's see here. Yellow. My yellow cleared stress last turn. Sorry. So he did a blue and did not take any actions. So.
All right. So, John, what is your most exciting change so far with the points?
Ooh. So I'm.
And you can't say Zam. That's off the.
I'm happy to see that Zam went up. I'm happy that disciplined didn't go up more. I think it's still very, very good at 2 points.
Oh yeah, it's very solid at 2 points. Sorry. I know Chris is not a fan of me saying that, but I think it's solid at 1. It was definitely solid at 1. Definitely solid at 2. So. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, John. What were you saying?
Nope. Let's see what else. Well, Dash coming down is exciting. I'm disappointed to see Bistan going basically away, but I think overall that's still going to be good. Let's see. I'm intrigued by Warthog going down in Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've always liked the idea of like Warthog missile swarms and stuff. So that could be interesting. I'm good here.
All right. Decloak, pilot left.
Okay.
Whoops. I accidentally deleted it. Hold on. Sorry. Decloak, pilot left. We'll do forward. Yep, that's good.
All right,
Let's see.
Matt.
No.
What's your favorite change so far?
Honestly, man, they're just little minor changes. What I like most about it is that they were only minor changes across the board. Honestly, my least favorite is the increase in the what do you call it? Increase in what's her name? Sorry, the Barons of the Empire and the Inquisitors. I'm kind of sad about that. Not gonna lie,
Oops, I fell
makes me a
asleep
little
there.
sad.
Fair enough. My favorite change, and this is gonna probably not be a shock to anybody, is the fact that Separatist drones that are in I3 are as cheap as I1s. And they gave the config grappling structs for free. So I now can run stupid droid swarms at I3 instead of I1. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Like, I don't okay, I should probably stop. I don't understand the logic in that, right? Like, to me, it's very silly that they did that, because now when I3 is the same cost as an I1, who's gonna ever run an I1 now? I can run I3s for the exact same price.
Right.
There you go.
And they didn't touch Discord missiles. I'm happy about that.
Nah, I didn't think they were gonna touch Discord.
I know
That's
nobody
good.
else is going to be happy about that. I get it. I actually
Yeah.
don't
Doesn't
disagree
matter. I
with
didn't
you.
expect them to do Discords, really.
All right, so Hera's got a range 3 on Echo.
All
Hit crit.
right. Force.
Spend the force. All right.
Hey, you should roll a fourth green die.
No, he lost stealth device.
I lost.
I know, I'm being facetious to see if he would
Okay.
get it, because if he got an evade from it, then I'm just saying he could have
I
spent
like
his
it.
evade last turn.
I like it. All right, no shot for dash. Echo, no shot, probably.
Echo doesn't have a shot. He's
Right.
sitting on dash, so no.
How about green and yellow?
I'm pretty sure yellow doesn't have a shot. Gonna take his calculate instead of a lock. I should have said that. This guy's also gonna take a calculate. No, this way he's gonna attempt a lock first of all.
Okay.
Oh no, he can't. That's right. Duh. I'm dumb.
He just
He's
gets
gonna
to
check
look
and see. Nobody. Yep, nobody.
You can shoot at yellow. Tempest Squad.
Yeah, right.
Is it an action to take a lock with passive sensors?
You can choose to do one or the other, but you can't do nothing. So you have to do one or the other.
But it is
so I
a
can take a calculate.
action.
You need to take an action in your
Yeah.
activation to turn on passive sensors, and then when you engage, you get to
You can
either
take a calculate or a lock.
or lock.
Yep.
Yeah,
So why couldn't you take a lock then?
because he
Because
K
if I-
didn't get any actions.
Well,
this guy didn't have any action. This
I'm
guy
sorry.
actually has a physical lock currently. So if I lock and there's not a ship in his range, then I lose my lock that I currently have on a ship. So I didn't
Yep.
want to.
No, I get that. I didn't know. I forgot he was stressed. My bad.
You're good. So we got a range 1 onto Echo from Phoenix Squadron Red here.
Ready when you are, buddy.
Range 1. 1 crit.
All right. Thank goodness for that. Could be worse. All right. Use that focus.
All right. Echo skates.
Gonna recloak.
Man, I wish they had changed stealth device. Lower that cost. Let me run it on my interceptors.
You would.
Oh my god. Oh, Charles would be so pissed. I like to run it on fire sprays too, and it drives Charles nuts. It just does.
It does.
Yeah, I feel like the value of a hull and a shield, and by extension a shield, a stealth device, is pretty well established and fair. I think that's
Right.
they're
No, I agree.
likely not going to move for a while.
The running Django Zam both naked puts you at 164 points right now.
That's awesome.
You put Count Dooku. If you put Count Dooku and Chancellor Palpatine on each. So I'm going to get rid of Palpatine. I think Palpatine's a stupid choice. It's got to be Seasoned Navigator.
All right.
Thermals went up 2 points. You got to be pooping me.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
No,
they needed
For
to go
4
up.
bombs. All right.
come on.
Choosing not to decloak.
But they're not
Well, you have to wait a
dedicated
second. You have to do your
damage.
thing first, right?
You said not decloaking.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know with the informant how it's supposed to go.
So
Do I tell you
First
before
player.
I would decloak or after I decloak?
it doesn't really matter. Because
Well, it does matter, right? I suppose not.
I mean, you just reveal your dial.
It's a 4 straight. So just so you know.
Okay.
Right. So go
So,
ahead when you're
You
ready.
won't decloak?
No, I'm not decloaking.
Okay.
That's also
So
happening at the same
then
time.
my
It really
one.
wouldn't matter what. Yeah, you're right.
So he clears that stress. Doesn't really have anywhere to go. That's
Yeah, I think he just sits there.
problematic. He's going to focus.
But you should start running proton bombs
Proton bombs. Why is that?
instead of thermals.
I
People
mean,
might.
protons were always good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just okay. I'm asking because I'm rebuilding my Django Zam list, right?
Oh.
So I got 12 points left with Count Dooku on Zam, thermals on both of them. You could drop them down to protons and save 2 points and have 14 points of upgrades. And then you could add Chancellor Palpatine back in.
Oh, okay.
The problem is because we lost. You're essentially you have to do this. You can have your 2 hull upgrades. You have 2 points left.
Okay.
If you drop thermals down to concussions, or that, see here, that's the largest problem. You can't do ions anymore either. So you have to go seismic or counter nets. If you want both hull upgrades and if you want treacherous. And you can't even have false transponder code.
All right.
So which is better, bombs or false transponder
First, we're
codes?
ready. Probably bombs. All right, Hera's only got a range 3 obstructed shot on yellow here. Yellow is undamaged.
All right, so here's your new meta for Zam Django.
Can
2
you get your
proxies,
focus? No.
2 hull upgrades, and Dooku.
Can take that range 2 unobstructed shot on Echo with Dash,
Mm-hmm.
who has the lock. Oh, well,
use
we're
Hera's
just
focus,
going
I
to spend
imagine.
the focus from Hera.
Yep. Just gonna do that. Come on. There you go.
Oh, so
Force and an evade to take 2.
okay,
I'm gonna get this fat thing out of the way, please.
yeah.
Thank you. All right, so that, and then what is it? A crit? Is that what it is?
Yep.
All right,
Crit.
so crit is
Fuel.
fuel leak. All right.
You're fine.
Man, I tell you what. Whew, one of these days. And that's force also. The force. All right.
So no shot for
All right.
Echo.
Yellow into red, I guess.
Okay.
It's my turn, right? It is my turn? Yes, it is. Okay, so yellow's going to take a lock on red.
Okay. Range 1.
Or do I take it on dash? Hold on a second before I do this.
All right.
Dash is range 2.
And that's so close to range 1 too.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't have any tokens. Yeah, all right. We're going to go into dash. I lied.
Okay.
Dash at range 2. 1, 2, 3. All right. Dash it is. Got a lock, obviously, because of passive sensors. Going to use this. Chassis ability, use the lock. Hit crit.
Can you add, did FFC go up? FCS?
FCS. I don't believe it went up.
Direct.
Oh, a direct hit. Oh my God.
That's 4.
That's actually pretty good.
Hey, might even balance it out after that last one. All right, we're gonna go at the same guy there, I guess. Blank out there, you know. All right.
Is that a crit or a blank?
Chassis ability. It's a hit, and then we use lock. So hit crit.
Alrighty. 4 dice for range and obstruction.
Oh.
Blocks 1, takes a crit.
Your crit?
Non-direct hit.
Console fire. It's fine.
Oh
right.
man.
There, fire. It's okay. All right. Then down to mine. We've got a range 3 on yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. And spend that for 1 hit.
You said range 3?
Yep. Got 1.
Oh,
1.
Jesus.
Dude, my dice
And
is a dog
a
shit.
range 2 on echo here.
All right.
Don't
Oh,
worry
that's
about
always
it.
a bonus.
Matt, don't roll 'em. Don't roll 'em. Don't jinx yourself.
That isn't happening. Don't you worry. Not happening. Dash didn't need the lock. Right. Okay.
I really need to take Matt's superstitions like to my advantage.
Oh my god.
What superstition are you talking about? You crazy man. Dice is gonna dice. I understand that, but sometimes when they roll bad, they roll bad. Doesn't always happen, that's for sure, but sometimes it does. I don't know. Don't know if I'm superstitious. I am a little stitious though.
You are up 10 points though,
Come on.
by the way, Matt.
Hey, I'll take it.
Oh yeah.
It's that last one on Dash there. Dash didn't expect to get a little papped in his little
All right. So
tuchus
can we
there.
go back to points a minute? I'm sorry. I'm gonna continue to
No,
talk about
I mean
this
it's
shit.
the point
I
state,
know
so
you all
points just
you
drop.
all like concentrated on this shit, but
We're like playing a game, you know,
but
because
I'm
we
just
are.
I know, but come on. So you could do both. So do you think the new Zam, do you think they're gonna drop hull upgrades? Is that what they're gonna do?
Zam?
I mean, is that what you do? I mean, because are you going to take thermal detonators for 5 points over proxy mines for 6? Honestly,
I'm ready when you are, by the way, Charles. Sir. Charles,
I'm still
John.
setting
Jesus,
dials.
Charles isn't even here. What the fuck? I don't know, honestly. I don't know much about the whole Super Zam list, so for me, it's like.
fly Maul Zam. All right, hold on. We're going to build that in a minute. I'm going to build the Maul.
There you go. Fly
I
Maul
love
Zam.
Maul,
That's the answer. Maul
actually,
is quite good. I do enjoy Maul.
because Scimitar went down 1 point, didn't it? I think it went down 1
Scimitar
point.
looked good. Maul went down. Yeah.
And with hate at 4 points versus 9, like that's like a simple immediate upgrade. What else did you run on your Maul, Matt, when you ran that?
I honestly don't remember all the stuff I ran, Chris.
Grievous. I think we put Grievous on there.
I put Count Dooku on one of them. Hate. I don't remember what else I did though.
Oh, I don't want Dooku. I definitely do not want Dooku on there.
Mm.
You put all upgrade on points. Oh my god. Yeah, I got Dooku and hull upgrade on Zam, and hate hull upgrade and Scimitar on Darth Maul, and 23 points to spare.
That's impressive, actually.
You put
All right, we're good here.
All right, so I'm going to decloak.
Okay.
Right forward. If I can get it to click. There we go. Okay, and now I'm out of range of your device. So there we go.
Okay.
Is that how that works, really?
I think so. I'm actually not
I
sure.
don't know. I'm not sure. It's a 3 hard. Go ahead.
Why are you telling?
I don't.
Because
No,
I'm not
whatever.
sure, and we might as well err on the side of caution.
Yeah, because it's an upgrade.
It's really
side
not
of your
that big a
ship,
deal. I
so it
can't
might
imagine it
just
can catch
be
me, but
that. I don't know. So we're driving
Oof.
through that
Yeah, that
because
was
we
gonna
didn't really have
happen.
any other option. Roll the
all
die.
right.
Don't get a hit.
Nope,
All
he's
right.
good.
Otherwise,
He's fine.
Yeah, Red
Well,
would be
he's
fine.
not dead.
He's already
He still has
halved.
2 hit points. It's already half. Yeah, doesn't matter. Almost dead to almost dead.
Focus with yellow. All right.
All right. Green.
Your gang.
Going to move right to there. Passive sensors. Yellow. Move. Stress. And
All right.
echo. Move. And Focus. Evade. Focus. Oops. All right, ready when you are, sir.
All right, so dash is going here. He's ignoring that. So here's the thing with that. With that Tempest there. That's range 2, range 3 is up to here. And a console fire in the play too. Yeah, I think
Moving your lock.
well, that's the thing. Like I can roll, but I don't think I clear range on you. That's the only thing. So we're just going to focus with dash here.
Focus. All right.
Let's see what we've got.
Hera.
Hera does a 5 straight, but bumps a
Ooh,
Dave.
goody. Yay. Sometimes I screw up and do the right thing.
So Hera's got no shots there. Dash.
Dash has got shots.
You know,
Unobstructed. No shit.
I would have been able to clear range with a roll. Oh well. We'll take that range 3 shot.
Sure.
And spend that focus for 3 hits.
All right. Console fire.
Yeah, we got to roll for console fire. No damage.
2 evades. So how many hits was it? 3 hits, right?
3. Yeah.
All right, so it takes some damage. All right. No damage on your console fire?
Nope, there's a focus.
All right, sounds good. And so
That
it's
is
my green's
sad.
turn, I'm guessing? It is a little sad, but it's not the end of the world. All right, we're going to take the lock on dash. 1, 2, 3. No focus, correct? Okay, good. All right.
You can only see 2 dice.
Chassis and
He's
use
got
the lock.
crit there.
2 crits.
2 crits, got 3 dice. Come on, dice variants. Yeah, we got it. All right.
Of course. Got it for days, bro. Days. Range 3. No lock. Nothing. Oh, my 2 dice. Double crit. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Get him.
There
Yeah.
it goes.
Bye bye, Dash.
Yee yee, baby. Yee yee.
Wow, you don't have to be a dick about it.
It's
Oh,
not.
come on.
Bye, Dash.
That was.
It's just from this weekend, John. That's how this goes.
It's not
You
a double tap and dash,
eliminate.
man.
You
Double tap and
ran
dash
the
is
table with
crazy.
Dash.
Yeah, you did. You did kind of decimate him.
It was before AMG nerfed him to death.
Hey,
Did they just did they just do that?
Well,
Yeah, they got
is
rid of
there
the
something
gunner.
Did they get? Oh,
It's
did they really?
significantly
Oh,
less
shit.
good. All right, we got a range 2 on yellow from.
I didn't know they got rid of the gunner slot.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm not
gonna.
gonna. I'm not
That
going to
makes
disagree
sense.
with you, John, at
Yeah,
all.
correct.
Like I don't disagree that they nerfed
I
it.
didn't realize that they had done that. Yeah, that's a huge nerf. That's a nerf and a half. So it takes
1
crit.
through on yellow. Yep.
Crit on. Oh, nope. That was yellow, not green. I am so sorry. So just takes a shield on green.
Yep.
Or yellow, rather. Boy, I'll tell you what. I know it. I know my colors. I learned them when I was a little child.
But you can understand my despise of Dash a little bit.
Well, I understand. Dash is. a pain
Dash
in
is
the
either
ruffles,
really
man.
good or really shitty. Like that's it. There's like no in between.
No, he kind of is. That's kind of how Dash is.
So the question is, John, if you had 28 more points, could you do something different with them to make them double tap?
To make him.
Double tap in some other way?
No. No,
No?
I
I
think
don't
the
know.
only.
What about
only
turret
upgrades
gunner?
allow
Veteran
second
turret
attacks
gunner, right?
are
No, you can't
gunners.
because it's a gunner.
Yeah, so without a gunner upgrade, that's
Yeah.
not really an option.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
So does
I think
Dash just go
realistically-
off to oblivion then?
Pretty much. Well,
I think
mean,
it's
still
still
good.
viable. I mean, I could play him better than I did here and keep Hera in play, but
I mean, in fairness to Dash, she gets 2 green dice for a large base. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's solid. That's solid.
Something also to give him multiple actions would be good. I
You
don't know if you can take a Force Crew. You could take Kanan for 12 points. Ugh.
you could take
How do you
Leia
really
for
feel
3.
about that?
Leia's not a Force Crew though.
No, but it allows you to reduce your maneuver. I see what. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying, hey, give me a force.
Yeah, other actions. I think the list that I ran this weekend, the Dash and Lando to give Dash double actions, and then maybe just put Bistan on Lando instead of Dash could be worth looking at.
All right. So what'd you have on Dash? You had C3PO, right?
No.
Ready.
Dash was just Jin.
Are you ready?
Bistan, Outrider, Trick Shot. Yeah, good here.
All right. Decloak right forward.
Okay.
All right. Ready when you are.
So Phoenix Red.
Yeah. So Psych J, the biggest reactions that we had were, so we gave takes earlier. My excitement is I can run an I3 droid swarm,
Oh.
for 1 point more, 1 point less than I could before. So that's exciting. To be honest with you, because now my droids are I3s instead of I1s. And I like that they got rid. I do like the modification. The hate that I have is the Whisper the new Whisper has that jamming suite built in. I hate that. I think that's stupid. I would like to be able to run those without jamming suite, and they built the cost in to it. I hate that. I don't remember what John and Matt's were. I guess I wasn't here for those.
What was up?
What was your hate? The thing you
Hate?
love the most?
I don't know if I had any hate things, honestly.
I mean,
I think
Gunner
that
off
most of it's
Dash is
pretty good.
my least favorite thing.
Yeah. I didn't really look into the slots that much, to be honest with you. I'm sure when I dive into them, I might see something. I kind of dislike that they increased the points on the Barons because I was kind of loving on the Barons being cheap, but they were underpointed. I mean, no, I'm set by the way. No person passive sensors on Whisper or Echo rather. No honest person would be like, oh yeah, that was where it should be. No, nobody would have been like that. So,
all right, what did you run on Han,
I guess.
John, this weekend?
Hmm?
What'd you run on Han? Trick shot?
So it was Lando with no upgrades, and then Dash with Trick Shot, Outrider, Bistan, Perceptive Copilot.
You got 22 points, buddy.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Range 2 on Echo here.
Yep.
So yeah, there's room to make that one better. Hit crit.
Did you put trick shot on Han then?
Wow.
Through.
You see that right there?
Uh-oh. Bye, Echo.
Yep.
So that one face up and then the face down.
Yep. That's Echo.
Don't you have an evade?
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's with.
I'm sorry, my dice have been dog shit. I don't care what you say.
Hold on. Don't you have an evade?
Like that is like every time it matters. It's been horrible.
Echo had 2 health
Just
left though.
terrible.
Yeah, Echo had a
What?
fuel leak face up though.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, dude. He's dead. There's nothing I could have done. Yeah, and I couldn't even barrel roll in. Oh, yeah, dude, I'm done. Yeah. Oh. I can't survive 2 hit guns, dude. 2 shotguns. Jeez.
No lock there. No lock, Matt. No lock.
What?
No lock.
He's gonna take the lock. Oh yeah, that's right.
He didn't.
Sorry.
He.
You're right. I'll reroll. Hold on. Yep. I'll reroll.
Okay.
Decent roll, reroll. Don't you worry. There you go. Better.
There it is.
Much better. No point in rolling them.
Fat ice.
All right, that's it. You're up.
All right. So can I be a dick a minute for a second?
Yup.
What would you like to be a dick about, dude?
You do know you're still winning, right?
It don't matter. I don't care.
Okay. I'm just saying you're
that
still
one,
winning.
It just made me sad. It's always sad when Echo goes off the board. All right.
Okay.
It's a bad day, man. Echo's the bomb. She was very, very ineffective this round. So, to be fair.
Yep, and I agree with you, Psych J. Yeah, I think we should have gone with the Nantax formula with Ensnare, because they didn't change the Delta 7B per se, right? They didn't make it so it's a forced upgrade. Nobody put points into those, so like I don't understand why I can't have my jamming suite be different, and that's because like so Kylo 69 and you get a free jamming
All right,
suite.
when you are.
But if I could take Kylo for like I don't know 45 points or something like that, or 48
thanks.
points, I would probably do that. Maybe even
Charge up
50
there.
points without jamming suite. I would still do
I
that.
can't imagine it matters that much. You're all set when you're ready.
All right, we're going to clear stress here, and we're just going to go with a focus. And then yellow is going to too hard and look very closely at his options. Because if you won straight, you screw me. So roll left. No. My left.
Pilot left is correct.
Yeah. Roll
Did you mean
there.
right?
Yeah. My left.
Okay.
Sorry.
You said left. All right.
And then yellow, blue, yellow, green.
All right.
Ow.
It's going to barrel roll actual pilot left.
All right. Your left. Yeah.
You might want to get rid of your stress.
Oh.
He's not off. He is behind
That's
the
close.
asteroids. Close, but not.
All right. So he's stressed. Hera, 2 straight. And just take an evade. All right. So no shot for Hera. Green will have range 3 to Hera.
Mm-hmm.
You had that shotgun, right? This is
What?
gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. One hit.
1, 2 evades.
All right.
Got a token. All right. Yellow, no shot.
I
Red,
don't
no
think there's
shot.
any shots.
Okay. Nobody
Okay.
goes anywhere.
And I made a mistake. I'm sorry. You're leading by 4.
I'm not winning.
You are. You are winning
Am
by
I
4.
really still winning?
Yes.
How is that even a thing? It's crazy. I wouldn't even be. I'd be surprised. I'm surprised. Let's leave it at that.
Because you have 96 plus 28.
Well, there you go. How about it? You're going down, sucker. Doesn't feel like I'm winning. That dash was fat, though. Holy Hannah was a dash fat. Ugh.
Yeah, he's still worth a lot. Still goes for a lot of points.
Yeah, we saw what they did with the E2As. I am not a fan of the getting rid of the cannon. John thinks it's a pretty fair move. Me personally, I don't like that. I do like that they're down in cost, though. I mean, I guess I didn't look at Yoda.
Yoda's
I should
on
go
my
look
side.
at my Yoda. I like Yoda.
I think an Auto Blaster's increase maybe a little bit further would have made it fair to stay on the Ada.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
maybe a corresponding increase to the bot that gives you the free crits.
Yep. And I'm okay with that too. Just let me keep. I really just want to keep my cannon on there. I really do.
The automatic unavoidable damage for like
Yeah.
whatever
I
that
hate
was,
that.
5 points.
And they're crits,
was
too.
way too cheap.
Undodgeable crits.
Right.
Go forget it. No.
So, you're
But
good?
you got to think though, if they
Yeah,
get rid of random player order, John, it's a 50-50 then. It's not the same as. I mean, I do
Right,
agree that it's
so-
probably still undercosted. I don't disagree because the first time I was eliminated on the board with it, that was not a fun experience.
Yeah.
But
That was a close one. Holy Hannah. Whew.
was that a 3?
Just enough room.
All right, on you.
All right.
Yeah, and like the okay, Yeah, okay, so no bids. You can't take advantage of same initiative, but still, like Anakin or Obi-Wan at 5 and 6 could take real bad advantage of any list that had lower initiative ships in them. And when it's like you're declaring an attack and I get automatically multiple crits that you can't even roll dice to avoid, it's not a good experience.
No, I agree with that. I did not like the crit bot, aspect, but I don't like them taking the cannon away.
Yeah. That's fair. All right, so I'm behind here.
I don't know. What do you think? I told you were behind. Y'all ain't hit each other since then. So.
All right. So Hera, we've got a range 2 on yellow. We're gonna take that. One hit. Got one evade. All right. Take your shot back. You might have 2 shots actually.
We can't hear Matt anymore.
Oh, where'd you go, Matt? Did he drop out of here?
I don't know. If I move to look, we lose the screen. So I'm not gonna look. Just keep playing.
How about now? Can you
Gotcha.
hear now? Okay.
Very quietly.
Looks like he's doing green shot first.
Hear me?
Now
Very
we can.
quietly. Yep.
Okay.
We lost you. Yeah, you're really quiet.
Yeah. I had to turn off my headphones.
Got 2.
2 hits.
You've switched your input device, I think.
Yep.
We will spend the focus to avoid the damage.
All right. Gonna take the lock.
Yeah, because essentially it sounds like you're on your computer mic.
It's not. It's this stupid mic in front of me, but we're just gonna leave it at that. All right. So chassis.
Hit crit. One evade. All right. Hera loses a shield. Red's got no shot. We do have a range 1 here. Yellow on yellow action.
Cannibalism, brother.
You're going to have to speak up if I'm going to hear you.
Said it's cannibalism.
Okay. 2 crits. Solid. Nope.
Oh, look at that.
I got all
2
paint
natty
that time.
weight.
That's not right.
Well,
Matt's
it's
dice are
2
terrible.
evades, but still.
Okay.
Red doesn't have a shot because he's pointing the other direction.
Hey, you don't have
Hold on, let
a
me see if I
lock
can fix
on.
this now.
What's that? Oh.
That
yeah,
lock's
that got
not
cleared,
there.
yeah.
Not.
Where'd we go?
Yeah, I lost all your audio settings.
You lost Matt, or you got me?
Matt's.
Okay.
Settings are dog shit. Don't.
Well, what it means is I can't see your settings. Psych J, we are not doing another match tonight. Unfortunately, I have to work. I had a client schedule a meeting with me at 7:30 a.m. Last minute, by the way. So
it's always fun.
I would like to do another match. We will probably look at streaming this weekend. I don't know. It's all going to kind of depend on what John and Charles' schedule is. So Matt's busy, but I'm home all weekend, and I don't know. Charles mentioned he might be on. I'm hoping they could fix the TTS update so we can actually play. I have a whisper list, so I have a whisper list I built that I really want to play because we have that GSP tournament coming up in a week, and I want to actually run those, or find something that techs against them.
stay there. Red. Apologies for snoring dog.
That's okay. I was gonna ask you what that was, and then I was like, that's
Yeah,
okay.
he's out cold on the couch.
All right, there you
Oh,
go. Look,
hello.
that's pretty aggressive.
I'm gonna undo that. And I'm gonna go with-
What? Oh.
Your dog. That's hilarious. Your dog snore.
Yeah, he snores very loud.
Passive, I guess.
Pass it with green. All right. And Hera is going with a 3 hard. And is going to take an evade over here. So,
Wonder why you're
no
doing
shot for
that.
Hera. Over to yellow.
That.
Where are you going? Range 1. Okay.
I'm sorry, yellow.
So
Two
2 dice, 2 hits. 1 evade. Hera will pass the evade. Evade.
baby.
Safe.
Might as. You got the bullshit. Use it.
All right. We've got a range 3 on yellow from red. And 2 hits. Solid.
All right, can
Nice
you
little
videotape your dog?
bump on the way down. What's that?
Can you videotape your dog?
Let's see. We can flip this around. Yeah, there he is. Our guest host.
That's hilarious.
Doing you our turn.
There. Got him up.
I believe you can hear the dog. You can't barely hear me talk, but you can hear
That's
that.
right.
That's
mic
because I
picks
think it
everything.
switched to your MacBook.
It's supposed to be this mic in front of me, but
Okay, so
It's
we
not.
had.
having some
Sorry, I stopped paying attention. Oh, 1 evade on the 2 die attack there. Okay, and then the range 1 from yellow back onto yellow.
Green take its lock.
Green may have
Okay,
skipped,
Green
and
has
we
to take
got
a lock,
0
yeah,
there,
you-
or 1 hit.
Green does have to take a lock. Oh,
Okay.
1 evade. Come on.
1
6.
more. That's half. That's back to the lead.
All right, so there's that, and then Green's gonna take. You're right. Gonna take his lock.
Yeah, you got your choice of everybody there.
Yellow. All right.
On to yellow. All right. Let's see. It,
I'm
it
sorry.
really doesn't want to clip on backwards here. Dog cam. Oh,
That's okay.
yeah, there you go. He's waking up wondering what the hell I'm doing.
Alright, I'm ready.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, Matt. I'm playing with my dog.
I know. I'm bringing it up on screen. Everybody can
Okay.
see. I'm gonna put it in the left-hand corner. And your dog looks identical to my dog, by the way. Like, we really should get the dogs together and see how close they look together.
That would be funny.
Can't even change my source. That's how a dog should this.
That's fine. Just keep moving.
Picking this up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good here.
Any better?
All set? Okay.
I'm gonna guess you can't hear me at all.
Now we can
So,
hear you.
A lot better now, yeah. You're good?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to go yellow. And we're going to go with a... Did you like hard turn, hoping to catch me? Did you go bank? Did you K turn maybe? I don't know what you did. We're going to go with the focus boost. Because I feel like that's fairly safe. Red then, 5 straighted.
Did you get
Ooh.
off the map?
It didn't
He's
show
on.
the.
It is.
Is it? Oh,
He's
dang.
on
Yep.
the board.
Look at it.
All right. Weird. I thought it had a collision for that. All right.
I mean, at least on my side, it shows it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, you lost your lead. Oh no, you didn't. You're still leading. You're still leading by 2. That's sad.
And we bump there. All right. Hera. 3 hard. Yeah, we're still in arc there. We're just going to go with an evade into boost. All right.
Still gonna run.
No shot
the
for
rest of
me.
this.
No shots for you, I think. Yellow can take a lock. Okay. Yeah. That's what I get for not paying attention real close. Too much
Yeah,
time
it
on-
was pretty close.
too much time on the dog cam.
It was pretty close.
Yeah.
But I mean, it showed on that gray piece.
Yeah.
I also don't think this map is the same size as a real board.
No,
Didn't we deal with that
yeah.
before?
it was just taking the time to eyeball it, and I thought I needed an extra one to get past Hera. Gonna guess I didn't actually need it.
Can you guys even hear me?
Yep, we got you.
I am ready.
Okay, let's go. We've got Phoenix Squadron Yellow going 5 straight. And he's going to clear stress. He's going to evade boost.
Oh my god. You're actually going to run away the entire game.
For the last 4 minutes? Absolutely.
Okay. Then play 5 minutes of running. You running away from me? That's right. Go ahead. Maybe I caught you this time.
Yep. I've only got 1 ship now, so or one
gonna catch you
one I
after
won,
this.
so it's both of yours.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that. Well, maybe I
I mean,
caught
you
you.
might have arc there, yeah.
I didn't. Best I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And this one.
Roll forward. All right.
There we
Hera's gonna 5 straight. Evade boost. So
2 stresses.
no shot for Hera. Green. Range 3 obstructed.
Obstructed range 3.
Um,
Because it's the only
green-
shot I get.
Green has a lock, so you've got mods.
Wired earlier. Chassis ability.
Hit.
Well,
crit,
it's
crit.
just a-
Solid.
that's-
5 dice. We roll 1. We spend the evade off yellow, and we spend the evade off Hera, so no damage.
And just in case.
But we needed it. Barely got through.
All right. I'm not gonna play. Good game. I'm gonna watch you run away the entire time. I'm not gonna be able to catch.
All right. I mean, it'd be 1 more turn.
You're gonna run, so I can't catch A-wings. Well played.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Because, yeah, this next one.
definitely shows just how good it is to even enough points. So still need.
All right. So I'm really curious here. By the dice stats in TTS, who do we think had the better dice?
I'm gonna say tie.
Tie? Okay.
Or close to a tie with a variance.
I'd say we rolled a lot
I
of
don't
dice.
care.
It's probably pretty close to even.
I rolled a lot of locks into. I don't know. Probably not the greatest of dice on
Resets.
either side.
They were both bad, but Matt's were slightly worse. Yeah.
And Matt's,
By
you are
one.
negative, almost -6, and Matt's -7.5, almost.
So 1.5 result. That's pretty even.
Didn't show up when they needed to. You know, that's what.
Well, and I also gifted you 14 points or whatever that was for the free
Chip,
hailing.
yeah.
Oops.
All
It was
right.
half dead at least. Not a full one.
It doesn't matter. It's the roll
So,
on Echo that's what I'm trying.
but Informant,
I mean,
didn't really come into
times where
play.
I
put it
definitely
on
roll.
Echo, and you're able to get out of it most of the time.
They
I can't-
lowered ablative plating.
So the blade.
Oh, ablative? Really?
It's down to 4 points now.
All right.
Still
Well, I
seems
have to
pretty
go,
high.
guys. So it was a good.
All right, Matt. Good
It
game.
was well played, man. There was no way. I'm not going to catch you. You're
I'm gonna
not
try
going
to
to play
stay at
anymore.
range and
It's
have
literally
double
I
blades.
can't catch
Yeah.
you. So there's.
It'd be hard to get 2 hits through, especially if you have to.
If I can even catch you, you're going to go 3 and then.
I mean, I can 5 straight
And
push,
one
5
of
straight
them
push.
stressed. So. Oh, why didn't you play it out? Because I don't need to play it out. Sit and roll out dice for no reason.
So, because I can go there and evade.
Yep.
And Hera maybe 5 straight. No,
Yeah.
5 straight would bump. Oh well.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Only been here, and I don't think I'd even
I had to do a 3 bank.
maybe had you right. Don't
'Cause,
matter.
yeah, you can go there, and then you'd have a shot on Hera.
Yeah.
Shot of hair.
Half points would have
Be
put you
dead.
there.
That was it. Maybe I should have played the last round. I didn't reckon.
But
Usually plays better than that. So
well, and that's just throwing them in. But anyway,
what you'd have really done, John?
what's that? I don't know if that's what I would have done. It'd have been something like that. We wouldn't
That
have been
really
able to push there.
surprises me, to be honest with you. I don't think. Sorry, you'd have looked at.
I would have looked at it more closely, but
Yeah,
Hey,
so
John?
you've not.
yeah,
You know what's
But
what
me the entire game, and you've not even hit like
I flew a ship off the board.
really close multiple times. So,
so in Epic
like, I can't imagine you'd do that.
they lowered the Outer Rim Patrol Corvette in point.
Mm.
And they lowered the Trident ship in points.
Trident coming down, I can
August.
see that ship was
I love
not
it.
maybe as good as we expected.
The
It's
puppy
hard to
is
get
so
that
cute.
double
What's your?
shot off.
You're talking about double tapping?
Yeah, because the whatchamacallit, the huge ship, the that separatist one, the little squid thing.
The squid, yeah.
You can put upgrades on to shoot out your front and back, and it has like a 4K on it. And it has reverse for whites. But I've had nothing but issues getting time on target with that thing. It's just really hard to get time on target.
Yeah. Well, in every game we've played with that, I think it's kind of started off at the edge of the battle. And I don't know if like deploying that
Really,
thing
at this
right in
point,
the center of where
everything
all the
is
ships
just-
are would actually help with getting it in,
Over here.
getting that rear arc engaged quicker.
Yeah, you could be right, because I could have put it on an angle 5 in, then
Oh,
4K'd,
Okay.
and that's probably what I should have done. I'm happy it went down in points, I guess, weirdly enough.
Oh yeah.
The hyperspace ring went up in points.
I can't hear you guys at all. So I'm gonna go.
All right, Matt. Have a good night.
But they lowered a bunch of stuff, dude, in Epic.
I'm curious if we'll start to see any sort of organized play or scenarios that include huge ships
I hope so. I really do.
I would like to see that get a little bit more support.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm having a heck of a time over here.
The epic battles.
Say good night,
scenario book.
everybody. Have a good night. Sure, if you can.
We got you there. Have a good night, Matt.
I catch like almost nothing of what you guys see here. Good game. Again,
game.
John, thank you.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. I hope they do. I'll be honest. I really do hope they do. I would like that. So
Yeah. I remember at the very end of the first edition of X-Wing, there was a community group of different, from different podcasts. I think Crates and Gold Squadron and a few others got together and kind of put together scenarios for a different form of play in X-Wing that was sort of beyond the 200 or 100 points and 6 obstacles at the time, and trying to make it somewhat balanced so that you didn't have you knew that there were ridiculously overpowered things in a standard death match, but they didn't necessarily form a squad that would be able to meet these sort of objective type matches because they needed to be in different areas of the board. And so if you went with your undestroyable tank single ship, then there were objectives on other parts of the board that were available for the opponent to score points.
yeah. I think that makes
more of
sense.
that into organized play would be really interesting, and I think would be a positive thing.
Especially if Armada is not going to be as widely supported. You can bring huge ships back into this X-Wing thing, and it would be fun.
Oh yeah,
I think, in my opinion. I don't know. How about this? How many points did I lose to you by?
Which is that?
First time we played the Epic game.
Oh,
it was like one of those icons, right?
Yeah, it was maybe 25 points or something like that.
And I lost to Phil by 2 points in open combat. So,
okay.
Like, I think they have to be somewhat balanced, and I'm not, obviously, like, the list Phil ran was pretty good. Like, honestly, it's pretty good. And the list you ran is really aggressive, But being that, like, when I ran it against you with that scenario, you winning by a minimal amount of points, basically scenario points. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Like, that's how close those games should be,
Yeah. In the game we played, it came down to really, could you shoot at the last objective in the last round before it escaped?
Yeah.
Because if you had destroyed it, you would have won the game. Because it escaped, I won the game. It was really that close of a swing, and that was, that was an engaging game all the way down to the end, and it was 2.5 hours, something like that. It was fun to play.
Yeah. And what's funny is you let my Grievous get away to some extent, right?
Yep.
And you didn't really mess with Grievous. And then when I played Phil messed with Grievous like crazy. Like, he was just hardcore into Grievous. And if he had not killed Grievous off, I would have won, right?
Oh, yeah.
But he wasted all those shots on Discord missiles and wasted all the shots on Grievous. And that's, I think, to some extent, I don't think that's what won it. I think he won it, because it's 2 points. It was just the same issue. That's a dice variance, 2 points. Come on,
Right. Yeah.
Other than the setup time, those games were like the best, really the best. And like, maybe what they should do is develop an app that allows you to run your squad on an iPad, right? And require every person to have one of those. Like, if they had that, you could make, like, if they did that for tournaments or something, it would be so much easier because you could just be like, boom, I'm going to hit these points, things. It's the same as flipping the cards, and you don't have to set up. The setup is like 1/10 of the time.
Oh, so you're saying take it down to just the models, don't actually have physical cards or tokens or counters or things like that?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
maybe keep the main card up, right? But yeah, just put it on an app or something, and let's deal with it through the app. At least for Epic play, right? Just Epic play. I don't want to advocate this for X-Wing play.
Yeah.
But for Epic play, I think that would be pretty good.
Yeah, it is a lot of organization and a lot of spreading the cards out along a 6 foot long table. We had to use an entire pool table for the Epic games, and yeah, sometimes your list covers the entire edge, and it's just a lot of cards to look at. I think you can do yourself some favors by trying to keep it simple and use either naked ships or just very minimal and the same upgrade over and over again, so that you don't have so much to have to use and reference and
Yep.
remember.
And some of that's my fault, right? Because I'm using Separatists. So right. Let's be honest. Like some of that's Chris's fault. So
No, but it definitely, with the huge ships, you have those teams and cargo and the hardpoint upgrades and things that you never look at. I mean, I've played 3 Epic games maybe in the last year, so I haven't seen those cards. I haven't held them in my hand and read them very many times. It's not something like Predator or Dash Rendar that it maybe is a lot of text or might be a little bit conditional, but you know what it does.
yeah, I agree with you. I don't know. I like Epic. I think Epic should be a new thing, personally.
It's fun. I'd like to see some way to get, if I wanted to take a raider into a standard game where somebody else might just show up with a dogfighting squad, could we make that somewhat balanced? Could we make that an interesting game? Just to play off, a rebel attack on a capital ship or something like that. It would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think Catherine actually did that before.
Oh, yeah.
And the problem is with that Raider is so expensive. You can't do it. It's the cost of
Yeah.
Darth Vader without upgrades. More than the cost of Darth Vader without upgrades. So in a 200-point list, it sucks.
It is the raider.
Yeah. Now, you can do like the Croc Cruiser, or you could do the like the Squid ship. Those
Mhm.
both fit very cheaply and easy. The Gazanti ship could fit.
Yeah, the Gazanti's a lot of fun. I like that ship, especially when you get to dock some ships to it and then throw them out late in the round, and just like, surprise, I've got ships here.
Yeah. Have 4 TIE
launch them
fighters.
It's great.
Ooh, can you put interceptors on them? Have 4 interceptors. That's even better.
Yeah, I think now you can put just about anything on them.
Man, that would be a fun list. Here, have 4 interceptors.
You can dock up to 2 small ships, and then it can take like docking clamps or something. Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I don't own that ship, so I've never played it.
Yeah, because the title now says you can dock up to 2 small ships.
Which one? Suppressor?
Oh, I'm on the Raider. Oops.
Oh.
Never mind. Yeah, so the Outer Rim Garrison is just, you can dock up to 4 small ships. There's no restriction on what type of ship, or they don't have to be the same type of ship even.
I mean, you could put freaking bombers on them too. That would be, oh my god, that would be super fun.
That's at Gen Con, I mean, it was first edition, but Gen Con 2018 maybe. Phil Horde and I played an epic, they called it a tournament, but it was basically you show up and play 1 round and then win a prize. Everybody gets participation prizes, and then there's a prize for the winner. But our list was built around Gozanti that had bombers on it, and because of when they got to deploy very late in the round. They could go out there, take their action to get a lock, and then immediately throw proton torpedoes at whatever they were pointed at. And basically it was an unavoidable bomber assault, which was a lot of fun for us. I'm sure it was not as fun for the people on the other side of the table.
Yeah, so you can run 3 naked bombers with 3 proton bombers, I2s, and that Outer Rim Garrison with Requiem, which allows you to acquire a lock once you deploy.
Okay.
Ignoring range restrictions.
One ship
as long as you have a lock on a ship. As long as your garrison has a lock.
Yeah. And so you can take a boosted scanner to get a lock up to range 5.
Yes. So like So
And then
that
just drop.
is under 200 points. That is 100%. That's a viable option for play. Like that's a 200 point list that I think would do really well. And maybe we should do that. Maybe next week, maybe we should run that against something.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Because that's crazy, right? You know, all of a sudden, hey, I got 5 ships, less than 200 points. What do you want to do? What's the name of the upgrade that you had? The
Boosted scanner lets the garrison get a long range lock. They can
Which-
spend.
which one is it? Is it a
it's,
command?
cargo.
The cargo. There it is. Okay.
Yep.
And you still got 2 points to play with. Like,
That would be fun to play with. Yeah.
oh, you can add the command title. Oh my god, you can add wing leader. Holy shit.
Well, so now I don't know the rules for that. If you can deploy a wing necessarily,
Okay,
right?
fair enough.
Or how wing deployment would work. But
Yep.
yeah, we could look at that. It
If
would
not,
be,
If not, you could do that, and
Yeah.
that would be fun.
even without the wings, just being able to drop a ship out, your bomber has focus target lock for its proton torpedo, and you still have a capital ship that has a 3-die front gun. Could be fun to play with.
I
that-
think so, but that's
That
just me.
seems like something interesting to look at next week.
If we would tractor technicians, no, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you got to be able to put tractors out. All right,
Anyway,
I'm about ready to call it for the night.
yeah, it's about nighttime, but I think that's a viable thing. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We will be back on Sunday with our regular show.